It's streaming live.
Welcome, welcome, everyone. We're here because we're so excited about the new Gemini Venus cycle and about this course we're going to be offering very soon around that. So, Kaylin, do you want to talk a little bit more about it just to get us started?
So the title of this is the Rainbow Goddess is the medicine we need now, and Gemini is the archetypal expression of the feminine that most connects to the Rainbow Goddess. And literally in the Greek mythology, she was Iris, the female counterpart to Hermes and the messenger, and she traveled the rainbow. And the rainbow is the promise of what's the new world, the new earth that's coming. And boy, do we need that now.
Yeah, absolutely. So just a little bit of a context. Kaylin and I have been gathering women and men to work through the entire Venus cycle, which is a 1.5 year cycle, or some portions of that cycle, morning star, evening star, etc. We've been taking women and men through that cycle since 2014. And every time we do, there's a new goddess or a new feminine archetype that we're basically doing a deeper meditation on that feminine principle. As a group, we're invoking the medicine of that feminine archetype over the course of the different phases of that Venus journey. And so every time we start a new Venus cycle, it's so incredibly exciting for us we begin to feel the medicine of that. We begin to engage with that before the cycle begins. And so Kaylin and I have been having a lot of really exciting and juicy conversations about who she is, who is the Gemini goddess. And I was born with Gemini moon, and this is my personal Venus meta goddess cycle. So I'm super excited about it. And Kaylin, you have South Node, right? In Gemini.
Yeah.
Yeah. So deep wisdom and knowledge also in that realm. So some of the different themes that we've been playing with, if you think about Gemini, what is Gemini about? Well, Gemini is about playfulness, is about awakening that inner magical child. So just imagine if at this time where our world is in such a big pause and reset, and we're each going in doing our collective descent, what does it mean if we were to be able to hold the hand of this magical child who is helping us to move into the future? So many people are talking about how this moment now, when this is over, we're not going back to business as usual. We want to reimagine a new world. So this cycle is partially about that. Gemini is helping us also to unravel the old story and retell the story and tell a story together about this new earth creation, this new earth playground we want to create together.
Yeah, the stories, the medicine stories, right? So the stories that we've had from the past were all good and had their place, but it's time now to come up with the new medicine stories. And I feel strongly, and I know you agree with this, Tammy, that the Gemini goddess is going to really help us with that. And I love what you were saying about the magical child, because Gemini is also very much about magic and mischief.
Yes,
right?
mischief,
right. Devious, playful. Let's not take ourselves so seriously. Let's have more fun. If it's not fun, then why are we doing it? And maybe there's good reasons for that, but it's good to be questioning. And she also has the ability to she's a free electron. She can be anywhere. And so she's very, she's going to help us to become more free within ourselves. And I just want to say, it doesn't matter if you have a lot of Gemini in your chart or not, if maybe you have no Gemini, but this medicine, this goddess, is one that is going to be infused into the collective psyche of humanity for the entire 19-month cycle. So to work with her will be to help you with whatever you're doing, because she's also about creative muse and bringing forth your creative talents and all of that. So there's so many gifts that she brings. We're so excited. Can you tell?
We're really excited. Because she opens us into our multidimensional nature. She helps us access the part of ourselves that knows that we are constantly creating the world around us. She's the part who knows how to follow that magical thread that of synchronicity, of signs, the way that the earth is always speaking to us, so that we can weave more magic into our lives. And it's also essential to understand that when we first start working with this goddess, we might encounter the shadow. And this is going to be true whether we're conscious of it or not. So if you want to be in this initiation with us and actively dismantle whatever that Gemini shadow material is, which might be our tendency to want to spiritually bypass, or to want to avoid the hard things, you know, rather than actually navigating it creatively, we want to just get out of it altogether. Those tendencies aren't going to help. You know, shadow Gemini is not going to help. But if we work with consciously looking at the Gemini shadow aspect, and some of those other things can be monkey mind, you know, really getting caught in the spiral of the mind. So in any case, there's lots of ways that we are going to benefit collectively from working with this powerful cycle.
So if you're interested in living a more magical life, clearing the blocks and anything that may be in the way of that on the descent journey, and then really ascending into the greater magic of who we are and why we're here and what's our purpose, then we'd love for you to join us on this ceremonial journey that will be starting. Our first class will be July 5th of 2020, and we're so excited.
We are so excited. So we hope to see you there. And in the meantime, look for us to be talking more about this in the weeks and months to come.
Yes.